guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for joining me today. How are you guys doing? Did you pull any ancient shards? It is a 2-time event, meaning that we have a whopping 1% chance to pull a legendary. Could it happen again with only 14 shards here on my free-to-play account? Fingers crossed for that. And then we have about 90 or so on the main account to open after this as well. So I'm gonna start opening these 4, and then we'll do 10 at a time after that. But as we do here, we're gonna be donating $100 per legendary champion. Hopefully we get at least one. Hopefully it's on my free-to-play, but we'll see. To locallyhaiti.org. Locallyhaiti.org. I did some research trying to find the best kind of nonprofit to help out Haitians after that devastating and tragic earthquake that they just recently went through. And during the relief efforts as well, they have to contend with another tropical storm as well as a really, really tough COVID situation there. So obviously my heart goes out to them. You just hate hearing news like this in the world, you know, especially my mind always goes right to the children and how difficult it must be to them and of course their parents as well. So $100 to them. I would encourage you guys, if you can afford to do so, to make a small donation as well. The link to that charity will be in the show notes below. Again, did some research making sure we could find the charity where most of the money goes to the actual victims who need it the most. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Whoa, baby. Oh, baby! Astral, welcome to the free-to-play account. I can't believe it, man. Dude, this is insane. This is sick. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, dude, and stop with you conspiracy theorists about how YouTubers or whatever have higher odds at legendaries. It's not true. Take it back. It's not true. Plus, this account is not even registered through Plarium. This is my free-to-play account. I don't get any extra stuff on this account. I don't get any of my content creator perks. I passed on that. Anyway, Astral, no big deal. Another really good legendary champion. I was going to say OP, but not OP. But he's right there. I don't even have him on my main account. Can I trade? Can I trade this dude? Okay, so let's look at his kit quickly. On his A1, you guys can read it if you want to, right? He has a team up with Countess Lix. I don't have her on my free-to-play. Divine Eminence. Will it attacks one enemy, ignore increased defense, strengthen, ally protect, revives a random ally with 40% HP in his shield. If this kills an enemy, also places a shield in this champion equal to 20% of their max HP for 2 turns if it kills an enemy. It's a hard-hitting ability on a 3-turn cooldown, but this is where it's at, man. Light of Sanctity. Removes all buffs from targets under Veil or Perfect Veil buffs, then places a weaken on enemies who have Veil or Perfect Veil buffs removed, then attacks all enemies. Has a 100% chance at landing a stun on all enemies on a 4-turn cooldown. Yeah, 100% stun land. And again, very, very hard-hitting champion. Fills his champion's turn meter by 3%. Every time an ally is hit, decreases incoming damage by 25% if the attacker's attack is lower than this champion's. Wow, I am so lucky, man. I'm so lucky. That was so cool, man. I'm starting to like my freaking free-to-play more than my main account.
Would you be willing to stake your life on it?
I'm not quitting my main account, but geez. All right, let's do 10 at a time. 10 on the free-to-play. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Man, I can't believe I pulled him. All right, all right, all right. Am I gonna get lucky again? Hey, an epic? Hello? Bruh. Okay. I guess we're not that lucky. Really a bunch of crap here. A bunch of blue crap. I kid, Gnarlhorn's pretty good, and Coffin Smasher as well is good to have. I'm not going to build him immediately, but it's nice to have a Giant Slayer, decrease attack on the A1, with the HP burn, dependable land rate on the A2 as well, some damage mitigation on his passive. You can get a lot of value out of Coffin Smasher. Gnarlhorn too, he's not a bad rare. He has an AoE provoke on all enemies for 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown, with increased defense, the weak version on himself. Also has an unkillable on his A3, again on a 3-turn cooldown. I mean, he's really not bad, especially for a rare champion. All right, let me switch accounts, guys. We already have $100 to Locally Haiti. I'll open 90 more on the main account. Be right back. All right, guys, here on my main account, let's get to opening here. So what do you guys, I need a good TV show recommendation, by the way. I just haven't found anything that I really can sink my teeth into lately, guys. Watching too much kid programming lately.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving.
Too much blazing and monster machines with my 4-year-old. So I need a good adult TV show. I like it a little bit gritty, a little bit more on the R-rated side. It doesn't have to be like over the top, but I don't like, you know, these kind of teeny type series. No offense for those who do. I just, you know, I like a little bit of grit on my TV. So give me your best recommendations. I don't want any tepid recommendations. I want the best of the best. Like if you like, you know when you find those TV shows or a docu-series that you are just so into, like I only want it if it's that good to you, right? Actually, Malice in the Palace, the documentary on Netflix, really good if you guys are into NBA or you just like, you know, brawls in the stands. I really enjoyed that one recently. So a bunch of meh, not a big fan of Crypt Witch or Kalia. I'm a Kalia hater. Sorry for those of you who like her. Let's keep it going though, keep it going. I wanna see another legendary. Come on, I'm getting greedy here. Shaman, the streak of really crappy epics continues here. Shaman, welcome to the team. I am, however, reading, I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video, but I'll mention it again. I am reading an amazing book. Dare I say life-changing? Probably overstating it a little bit. Jizzo, hey, the streak continues of underwhelming epics. Wow, 4 in a row. Here we go.
Get rejected, swallow sadness, cry deeply.
Yeah, I almost want to say life-changing, and it's called 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Berkman. Check it out, 4,000 Weeks. I'll let you guys look it up. Sandlash Survivor, Claude Beastfeeder. Well, the streak ends of underwhelming epics because these two are really good. Claude Beastfeeder is pretty fast. We have a shield on all allies equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. And then we have an increased speed, increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns as well. I actually want to see what the, this is a good, a good passive, the passive, heals all allies lowest HP to 10% of their max HP at the start of this champion's turn. Not bad, not amazing. But I think it's an overall a pretty good champion that was added to the game recently. I do want to see what his speed is. I'm just curious real quick. Hope you guys don't mind. Okay, 110 speed, I was right. So pretty fast, pretty good base stats on Claude Beastfeeder. You can do a lot worse. Like having a champion with increased speed who's actually really fast, right? Increased accuracy, nice to have on that same ability, 3-turn cooldown as well. All right, back to the drawing board, here we go. Let's get a legendary on the main. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. I want one of those new legendaries. There's only a couple that are actually pullable from Ancient Shards, right? A lot of the new legendaries were void, of course. But let's see if we can get lucky, right? We've already gotten so lucky in this video. Come on, Ash. Be grateful for what you have, bro. This is kind of underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be right back, I'm gonna make some room. All right, here we go, guys. We got 36 shards left. I am not gonna buy more in this.
Quiet. Shh.
Okay, here we go. Give me something. Robar? Yeah. I gotta be honest with you guys. $200, first of all, total to charity now. That's cool. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I've always talked a big game about Robar. I shouldn't say, I've never like hyped him up. I've never built him up until very recently here, right? I recently built him out. I knew that this Merciless Assault was a really hard-hitting ability, pending that the targets are under sleep, stun, or freeze. So I tried him out. I built him out just to try with like Kymar in the arena, figuring we put sleep on all of the enemies, and then he'll come in with Merciless Assault and just kill everybody, right? But I have to say, that, you know, Magnar, Trunda still do so much more damage than him, and he's so slow at 87 base speed. I'm now of the opinion, the revised opinion, that Robar actually needs a buff. It's nice that he has an AoE decreased defense, but now he's a legacy champion. He's one of the OG legendaries in the game. He just needs a little bit more now, right? The multipliers for me are not enough to justify building him out or recommending that you guys build him out, but hey, that's just my opinion. So here we go, Retro Droth, now we're talking. Now this is more of a legendary champion than Robar. So we have the decreased attack on the A1, decent land rate, 50%. On the A2, we have a nice AoE heal, and then we have perfect veil on allies with full HP, continuous heal instead on allies with less than full HP, and then on the A3, we have a revival, really nice revival at that, single target, but very good. And then we have a really, really crazy healing passive here. Whenever an ally under Veil or Perfect Veil, which she's placing on her A2, Gets a turn, it heals them by 10% of their max HP, also increases the resistance of allies under Veil or Perfect Veil by 50, and of course Veil or Perfect Veil, or I should say Perfect Veil, which she brings to the table, mitigates AoE damage by 15% as well on top of that. So she's a really, really good champion. She has a 109 base speed when she is fully maxed as well. So I'm a big, big fan of Rector Drive. I think this is our last batch of 10, then we'll have to open the rest individually, guys. Give me another legendary. Let's go for it. Let's just do it.
Not this time.
So Grunch Killjoy. Let's remind ourselves about Grunch's kit here. It's, let's see, does he have bombs? Yes. So attacks all enemies, has a, what, 50, 70% chance of landing a bomb that detonates after 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown. Removes all debuffs from all allies and places a continuous heal buff on them for 1 on each ally for every debuff removed, excuse me. Really struggled through that one. And then we have fills the turn of your allies by 10% whenever a bomb debuff detonates on an enemy. I'm actually looking at Grunch Killjoy as an option for the new Doom Tower boss. That is, you know, in my mind, I don't want to guarantee it because I would never advocate people actually build out bomb champions until we see what the champions do. However, strong inclination that it's going to require bomb champions in Grunch Killjoy because of that passive, especially with the 1-turn detonation. I think that he's a champion worth looking at in terms of a bomb layer. All right, 6 more to go, guys. Let's do this. Crazier things have happened, right? So Robar, man. What do any of you guys out there build Robar? Do you guys like him? Am I looking at him through too much of an endgame lens? I always want to be cognizant of doing that with any champion, right? Just because I don't need a champion doesn't mean that everybody watching doesn't need a champion. So always try to think about that. But with that said, even if I pulled Robar on my free-to-play, I gotta say, I don't think I would max him just because of how many, skill tomes and extra work it takes in terms of potions and stuff to upgrade him, right? So a bunch of rares to end off this video, but hey, perfect time for a $200 donation to locallyhaiti.org. We'll end this video where we began it by just, imploring you guys, if you can afford to do so, I know not everybody is in the position to be able to do so, but making a small donation to help out people, even if it's, on the other side of the world, it shouldn't really matter, right? We shouldn't be, at least, in my opinion, for what it's worth, we shouldn't, I don't like the fact that we're innately, it's kind of harkening back to old tribal days, right? Where innately we care way more about our neighbor than somebody 1 town over, and way more about somebody 1 town over or 1 city far from us than 1 state or country removed from us. And then on the other side of the world versus the country right next to ours, right? Where at the end of the day, a human life is a human life, right? And empathy should not have borders, in my opinion. I will get off my soapbox now. It's just something that I even do. It's human nature, but it's something that I always try to remind myself not to do so much, because if people need help, they need help. Anyway, guys, sorry for preaching there at the end of the video. Just trying to share my thoughts with you guys. Hopefully you have good luck if you pull any of these ancient shards. Again, let me know who you got, if you got anybody good, whether they're an epic champion, a legendary, or who knows, even a rare champion. Guys, thanks for watching all the way till the end. And as always, take care, guys.